hello, everybody. It's me, Irina Portnova, with Coach Elle. And today we are coming again with Soul Connection. And we are going to be talking about an interesting topic, which is soulmate search in attracting the one. And I know that Elle specializes in that. Elle, tell us a little bit more about that.
Yes. Hi, everybody. I'm glad to be here. Thank you, Irina. Yes, that's my favorite subject. It's actually it's based on calling in the one, and that's how I coach my clients based on that. So it's basically all about understanding who you are, what your needs are, especially that foundation of self-love, self-care, and then opening up your heart to bring that the person or that partner, that ideal person for you, partner for you, to your life. And it takes like some steps prior to that. And if you're in that space of looking to bring that ideal partner to yourself, uh, it's step by step. It's you can do it, and it's just basically opening your heart and receiving what the universe, other people, you first of all yourself can give to yourself. So it's a way of being from the moment today, not from your past experiences. Looking at the past, learning from the past, yes, but being open to the new experiences that you're going to manifest for yourself today.
That's so beautiful. So we know that there are a lot of people who kind of close their heart, and I called it the closed heart syndrome, when
Yes.
they have experienced something in their past, and then they say, "I don't want to go through that again. I don't want that heartache. I just want the peace." So, what would your say to these people be?
It's as I said, it's step by step. My program is 7 weeks, 7 steps to get to that place, uh, so you can open your heart by looking at your limiting belief. If it's I'm not good enough. Mine was everybody leaves me. If I love someone, they're going to leave me because of my past experience when I was a child. So understanding that negative belief or limiting belief, and own it and be very honest with yourself that that was when I was 4 or 5, and I understand it has been that sadness, that feeling of not being good enough, or everybody leaves me. It's there, but you can overcome that. There's some tools, there's some steps that I mean, it's the first step is to journal. I mean, that's, to me, that's essential. Meditation, walking. If you cannot sit in one place and concentrate, do walking meditations. But that self-discovery part of really sitting down, give yourself 10, 15 minutes a day, specifically, maybe ideally, when you wake up in the morning, when everything is clear, you don't have anybody around you, and give yourself that 10 minutes to write down exactly what your needs are in a relationship. What do you need from yourself to be in that space of self-care and self-love? And that's the first step, to give yourself those needs. And then you'll be amazed when you do that. People around you, they just kind of come to you with the same self-care routines that you giving to yourself, that self-love and the boundaries that you make. So there is like few steps, but it's easily you can do it.
I love it. And like what comes to me, first of all, the person has to heal, right?
Yes.
Because if they didn't heal from the prior relationship, if they didn't heal from that hurt, and they didn't come up to that peace, like knowing who they are and what they truly want, right? They are not ready. And I think also there are the instances when somebody is in a search to be loved, right? So they go from one relationship to
Oh,
another, and
yes.
just, like, because they are not in agreement with themselves, right? They don't know how to love themselves in the first place, and they are always seeking that love from the outside.
Yes, exactly. I mean, if you don't know how to love yourself, how can you love another person? If you bring those patterns from the old relationships and you're really actually living in that old self, that past self, how can you have a new relationship that actually fulfills your needs? Yeah, so there is, deep discovery, and that's why that journaling, self-discovery, understanding, and you know what, befriending your feelings. If you're that sadness, if you still have that hurt, it's okay, sit with it. If it takes 2 hours, 5 hours, 5 days, sometimes more than that, uh, it's okay and yes, it would be essential, nice to have a friend, a coach, somebody who can, you can have that discussion to the process of where you are and where you want to be, because it would be more sufficient, it would be more easier to get to that space when you have that interaction with someone that wants the same thing for you as you do, to manifest that loving partnership. And not everybody can be in that space to be, I mean, if honest, or professional to help you, to be that partner for you, to see where you are and where you can be, so they can kind of put that interaction, and with that interaction you will see it eventually yourself.
Yes, so good. And you know what comes to me in this discussion? I think it's also important to ask yourself what are the fears, right?
Yeah.
Because the fears is something that stops us from searching for something or for someone, right? That we truly want, right?
Yes.
And where do these fears come from? Like really, really have that deep analysis with yourself where you sit down and just write out the questions and record the answers. Because this way it's going to allow you to understand yourself deeper and understand what exactly is there that scares you, right? Because a lot of times fear is just something that we are making up in our head. This is not real. It's based on our thoughts, it's based on our past experience, right? So now we want to come to that time where we sit down and actually start unpeeling that onion and see layer after layer after layer to realize what is exactly there, to come
Exactly.
to that point what my love and relationship has to look like for me, right?
Yeah.
Because to each it's different, and the only way to find out is asking all these questions and actually writing down the answers, because then the clarity comes. You become more and more familiar with what exactly you want, what kind of traits you want in a person. And then again, you can go to your past to see what you do not want to have in your current partner, right? So you see like all the characteristics of other men that either triggering you or something that they've done, right, that you didn't appreciate. So you know exactly that it has to be flipped on the other side. So let's say if somebody wasn't be able to communicate, now you want the partner who is going to be open and ready to communicate. So this way you could know exactly what is right and what is wrong. And when the people are just closing off and go into like their cave, this is something that obviously is very difficult to tolerate, because you don't know what's going on with that person, you don't know what that person has in their mind, right? So this is like, just try to see what you did not like and flip it aside and say, I want the opposite of it, and write down what is that opposite, right? Or maybe
Yes.
the person wasn't outgoing, and you're that person that loves to explore, loves to go somewhere, loves to do something on the weekend, and that person was like a couch potato. So you want to write down saying that outgoing, right?
Yes,
Somebody
yes,
who enjoys everything. Hello, Toby. It's
yes.
you with us. Right. So Toby
one
said,
thing one thing that I want to add is, let's say the communication part that you talked about. Let's see, if you want somebody that is communicates well, are you the person that communicates well also? Because if you're not that person, then there's something missing in that interaction. So the both people in the relationship have to be able to communicate well together. So that's something that you can take a look to. The
oh,
perfect
yes.
person.
So
Yes,
true. And
exactly.
exactly what Toby mentions. She
Yeah,
says, gotta become the perfect partner to attract the perfect partner. Exactly. You
yeah,
cannot ask for that person to have the qualities that you do not have, right?
exactly. Yeah, like if
So
you
you,
looking for an honest person, are you honest? Are you honest with yourself? Can you be honest with other people? I mean, there is like, you have to sit down and write that ask these questions from yourself, and be that best partner for yourself to attract that ideal partner. Yeah.
right, that's true. You know what? I was working with one of my clients, and she wanted to attract the partner, and she said, "I want him to be wealthy. I want him to have more than I have." And I said, "You know what? You're gonna attract that person once you are gonna also step into that version of yourself, because basically we are the mirrors to
Yes.
that person that we are actually attracting on that frequency. So it's funny, like when we don't realize a lot of things, right, of our own. So it's important to have that self reflection and self awareness, understanding, okay, if I want somebody who is attentive, who is, like generous, given the gifts, given the attention, given the love. So I want to also be the same person. And at the same token, remember about our personal boundaries, right?
Exactly.
You do
Yeah.
not want to be that given person, and you don't know how to receive, because there should be that law of circulation, the universal law
Balance.
that should
Yeah.
work, right? Because you give and you actually graciously know how to receive. Because
Exactly.
in my case, if I don't receive, I'm going to remind that person.
You're a good communicator. But
Absolutely. I just don't hold back. I know Toby is with me on that. It's just like, I gotta get what I deserve, and that's it. No other way around.
that's beautiful.
Yeah.
So I wanted to invite everybody. I actually have a summit in 10
Yes.
minutes.
Tell a little bit. Yeah, tell a little bit about your summit.
So it's called Heart to Health, and it's actually mostly what we talked about here, of how that relationship that you have with yourself, also, and the relationship with other people affects your health. So I'm going to talk about relationship with yourself and others, and Khaled, another coach, the health coach, is going to talk about that health part of, the routine, the like morning, evening, what you can do for self-care, what can you do to have that healthy relationship with yourself, in with your body, so you can attract those people to your life that are healthy as you are. So we're gonna talk about that in a few minutes. So I invite everybody.
Yes, join in, and there is a link right under Elle's links. So please join and have fun. Get to know yourself better. Give yourself some time. Give yourself some love, and remember that we all can have the ideal partners, whoever we want to have in our life. It's all about knowing what we want and just attracting that person based on our own personal traits. Once we grow inside, we are going to attract exactly what we want.
Beautifully said, Irina.
Thank
Yes.
you. Thank you. Good luck with everything. Have fun on your summit, and everybody sign up if you're listening to us now. And we'll
Thank
see you each other on the next episode. And if any comments, any suggestions, please feel free. Toby, thank you so much. As always, appreciate you, love you, and all the best. All the best.
Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Irina. Have a great weekend. Bye.